Oh hey, my name's TENDO, and the heart of this channel is the thrift store. That's why we're starting today off at Goodwill. The goal is always to buy something for resale, take it to my vendor mall, put it on eBay, you know. If that kind of thing sounds interesting to you, hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, because we do post daily videos here. We hashtag thrift every day. Let's go. This is such a great Nerf gun, and I sell them every time I get them, but that one is missing the part that holds the darts. $5. I sell a lot of Sony clocks, tape players, just about everyone I find. $5.99. The last couple weeks I've been coming to Goodwill quite a bit later in the day. It just felt like it did just now, where I'd been coming earlier and a lot of restocking hadn't happened. And so, you know, I don't know the schedule of the restocking hours, but like I get to coming about the same time later in the day every day, and then after a while it's like, well, maybe I should check to make sure, you know, because they do restock in the morning, and I've gotten stuff off the restock cart. Matter of fact, the best buy I ever got here was some in-box Pokemon DS games, you know, high dollar, and I got them in the morning. So I'm not writing the morning off, but that was about like it's been in recent history, so maybe I'll stick to coming after lunch, because I did not buy anything today. We struck out at the Goodwill. Trader Baker's, Jasper, Indiana. I've got a few things to do to my vendor booth, mostly related to Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards. Okay. Books. Here's kind of where I'm at, what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. I want to make it as easy as possible in this booth to see that there are Pokemon cards. Now that's going to inevitably include a big sign that's like Pokemon here or something, but we're not there yet. It's like, here's boxes full of 75-cent cards, okay? And what I'm thinking is, and bear with me here for a second, because I really got to think about this. Take a card, not that one. Keep grabbing Japanese cards. We needed a normal one. Best idea I've had. Hopefully you can see this. Ooh, I didn't really do the best job. I have a staple gun. I'm out of staples, so here we are. I am. Why? Now it's time to do something that I'm very against doing. I have to split up some portion of the media in this booth to take to my other one in Henderson, Kentucky. And I very much so don't want to. I don't want to reduce this booth at all. But I kind of just got to do it and keep the faith that this stuff will keep showing back up. That's where we are. I hate this. I feel really bad taking any of it. So a little talk about vendor malls as I head out of town. I am very much so going to, for some time, probably through the middle of next year, going to feel very stretched thin with stock. I just know this. I've complained about it in various different ways. I want to have 5 or 6 booths chock full of the things that I'm reselling. And I'm sort of lucky enough to have 3 booths right now, and one of them is doing well, very well. I need 2, maybe even all 3 of those to do very well, and then I think that money, that income coming in, will produce the ability to make the next 2 or 3 just pop off and grow faster. Because right now I'm on a slightly more limited income, and I gotta stop spending it at certain points, and I don't buy the stacks of stuff I otherwise would. I already push it a little far sometimes. But I'm heading today to my other mall, and there's a couple malls along the way. I kind of want to stop and see about getting a booth. I'm ultimately probably not, because the upfront expense I could probably handle right now, but the spreading the other booths thin will make the other ones make less, and this is perpetually where I'm going to be as I scale up the next few. And I really don't think it's going to really just explode into what I need it to be until yard sale season comes back around and I can really knock it out then. I think yard sales will save me, but that's kind of over for right now, so it's not to be relied on. But I am heading to the other mall, and I just split my stock from my other booth. Not split, I took about a third off the top. It didn't make the biggest difference at that mall. And I don't know if I should be regretting not taking more. It's kind of where I'm at. I just, that mall is doing so well, the other one's not. In my head, I'm afraid there's a certain amount I might take out that, you know, would make this one perform less, but that's okay. I can't think that way. Really what I have to do is also go to where I'm going, thrift along the way, and try to recover what I just removed. Or double it. Fingers crossed. Hope you didn't just see my debit card numbers. Okay. But it's always fun taking a trip to the other mall because I get to eat Chick-fil-A along the way. And on my way there, I guess I'm going to go ahead and just not rush back home, take my time. There is a vendor mall kind of out of the way that's closing down, and maybe I should stop and see if there's any deals, see what's going on there. We'll see. It's cold. I should have had a remote. I walked right past this lava lamp the first time. Oh no. $10 is a little too much. It's been a little while since I've found something really good at this Goodwill, but this is the Goodwill that every time my friend Nathan is like, man, I found this crazy thing, and I'm like, where'd you find it? He finds it here. He comes here a lot though. Shower, drink holder. That's wild. Can't tell you the last time I saw a Game Informer in a Goodwill. It's been years. Come on, a bunch of Blu-ray could be the saving grace here. DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, all 99 cents. All games $5, less priced differently. God, why can't there be a fat stack of Blu-ray then? There really ain't. It's only a couple VHS at that. I'd be stoked to leave here with a bunch of dollar Blu-ray. A set of Encyclopedia Americana for $17. Interesting. Interesting to see. Barry Manilow VHS. Just nothing, man. I drove a bit out of the way to come here. Not enough to be mad, but enough to be like, what a waste. What a waste. Honestly, I've went a couple rounds in here off camera, just digging deep, make sure I'm not missing anything that's a really good deal. There's just nothing. I've always wanted a set of encyclopedias, but obviously useless in today's time. My grandmother had a set growing up, and I'm not kidding you. I used to just read them. I used to just open them up and read them. I don't know why, but I did. I'm still in Boonville, Indiana. Now, I've driven by here before and not stopped, but here's a Pioneer vendor mall. If anybody is in this area, familiar with it, comment below. Send me a DM or something. I'm going to go in and see how this place feels. I doubt I'm going to open anything anytime soon, but I'm looking for my next place, so let's see. Cart stuff up front, some Labubu over there. Some empty booths. Oh, some empty aisles. Interesting. This place is probably pretty new. It's kind of a smaller place than I want to be opening booths, but you know, it's new in the area here. It could probably be a really good time to get in. Why does that have hot glue on it? It's probably where the price tag was. Somebody's hot gluing the price tags on. JJ has one of those. Exact one. 5 nights. $4. hard to have video games in a vendor mall and it not just be the bull crap. Dang. If they were $1 each, I'd be buying all of them right now. I bet if I asked them to call and ask the vendor if they'd take $1 for all of them if I bought them, they'd probably say yes. We're not going to do that. $1.99 or 3 for $5. Excuse me, sorry about that. I need to make a point of coming in here on a Saturday, see how things look. Here they are, clean and clear of scratches. But how much are they? Rush, $3.50. $2.50 Blu-ray. I'm telling you, somebody in here is gonna have dollar Blu-ray. This guy, same guy, is in every vendor mall I ever stepped foot in. He has army stuff and Japanese import video games. Those two things, nothing else. That's how you know it's him. The difficulty of trying to pick the next mall to open a booth in, besides, as I've already discussed a lot on this channel, besides building up stock enough to do so, is just, God, there's just nothing worse than filling out a booth in a mall and selling exactly nothing. Which out of 10, 15 booths, that's not that many. Let me count them real quick. 1, 2, let's say 1, 2, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, 10. I've had about 10 different vendor mall booths in about, let's say, 8 different malls. Out of those, 2 of them have just been like, I should have never opened up here, never sold a thing, even though I would have had great stuff that in other malls did really well. Sometimes some malls and some places are effectively, I don't want to say a scam, but the people running them are mostly just making their money by being paid rent fee. It doesn't matter if anyone ever sells anything, they keep enough people in to keep those bills paid. I'm not saying that about this mall. I'm not going to tell you specifically which malls that happened in. Definitely, one I had out west was like that, and I've had one like that back here. I've had one like that back here that I did really well with previous owners, and then later with owners who bought the store, it went more that way. Okay, so and you don't know sometimes. You don't know which malls are going to be that way. This is a busy-ish mall next to a Tractor Supply in a busy part of a smaller town outside of a larger town. And that's a whole set of scenarios that might be okay for vendor malls. I don't know. I liked it. I like it in there. I like it because it's sort of small and upstart, too. It seems like a pretty new place, so I don't know. Okay, the officially unofficial word is that this vendor mall, Trader Baker's, which is of the same brand, the one that I have at home in Jasper, Indiana, this location's potentially, maybe, probably closing at the end of this month, which makes me sort of wonder if there's any deals going on. It still could happen where it gets taken care of and stays open, but these are just things I'm hearing all over the place. Posts on Facebook, stuff like that. I look at this every time I come here, marked not for sale, just for looksies. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I'm just going to walk all the aisles real quickly and see what I see. But also, I very rarely get deals at vendor malls to sell those things in my own. And the reason that I'm not likely to find any deals like that today is that most of the people that have booths here are lifers and are gonna open, move their stuff to other malls for sure. I'm actually kind of surprised that mall that I just came from wasn't more full. Sorry, it's hard to talk and take all this in. I'm surprised the mall that we just came from wasn't more full because these people moving over. But a lot of people that do this for a living and do a lot of it, they know this game. You'd be surprised probably to hear how often malls like this close down, pop up, and people move around back and forth. So there's probably plenty of people here knowing that it might not actually close, just kind of hanging on to see how things fall. I've been through that before. All right, we found something. I just wish there was more. If there was 100 of them, I'd buy them right now. I really would. Kind of bummed there's not. Give me $1. Nope, $3, $2, $2, two, 5. Come on now. I think a lot of the time about buying the $2 ones and just marking those up another $1 and living with it. $5. But I don't. You got to sort of stick to your guns and that kind of thing. Empty spots are over on this side. I haven't seen an empty spot until over here. I am at the end. $4. I'm getting really hungry too. And what's awesome is out in the parking lot. This parking lot sort of shares the parking lot with the Chick-fil-A. So that's for lunch for sure. I don't know how much they're going to be. Here's a bunch of Blu-ray. They're from a library, which is crazy. Oh, and this is all about to fall off. How much? $3 Blu-ray. You know, again, some of these people closing and stuff would probably sell cheaper if I could get a hold of some of them. Maybe, I don't know. But hilariously, a lot of these have other vendor mall stickers. This is a different vendor mall sticker on here where they bought it probably for $1 and they've marked it up to $3. That happens. Empty. 3 empty booths on this aisle. That's the only empty booths in the store. I think I know this guy. We're leaving with these Blu-ray and that's it. I'm surprised to leave with anything at all, really. You guys closing?
On the 31st.
Okay, that'll be the last day.
Yep.
I did buy the 3 Blu-ray. One way or another, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back and try to buy up a lot of the media that's left. If there are markdowns on their last day, I'll probably be here. Or might come back and find out they're staying open and I'll get a booth. Chick-fil-A over there. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too. Finders keepers. I got so much to carry in. I should have got the bigger cart. I forgot about this guitar amp. Oh my God, it's so heavy. It's all so heavy. Ugh. I brought a guitar amp to this mall. All right. That's a pretty healthy restock, I think, really. I mean, more than I usually bring all the way out here. But honestly, the real barrier to entry for my next vendor mall is this one being full. If this one's full and the next one I can open is half empty, I'll probably do it. And then I'll work my butt off to get that next one full. But I can't have this one sitting bare when I open my next one. It's just not good sense. All right, now how do I get all this in without spilling? I forgot to bring the comic books that I intended, but my intention here with moving that is, I think it's more inviting. I think with it cut in half, it sort of made the corners dark and you didn't want to come in as much. Now you're in there. If you're standing here, you're already in there. You see everything. I think that makes more sense for now until I get more stuff and can fill up the backside of that. But man, I got a whole bag of stuff here. Hopefully with more players now, we'll sell more. Fingers crossed. Only 3% battery remaining. It's supposed to die. All I got left to do is cards. I'm gonna hang them all on the wall. And honestly, frustratingly, my long-term plan for this booth is for it to be nothing but cards, Lego, buttons, pins, and stickers, nothing else. So everything here needs to go back to the other mall. Just not soon enough. Just can't quite get there, but I'm gonna turn this off. It's about to die. I switched the cards from over there to here. It's good enough for now. It'll change later. Hopefully this helps those sell and vice versa, and then I just need to get rid of this thing. That's where we are. I'm done. I'm all done. I've been 100 places today.